Gentlemen, it's the end of an era.
Oh, which era?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
He knows where this is going.
Yeah.
So for the first time in 35 years, there is not a rap song on the Billboard Top 40.
No way.
A streak that started with Biz Markie's signature song, Just a Friend, when it was 41 on February 2nd, 1990.
Wow.
And has ended when Kendrick Lamar and SZA's smash hit Luther was deemed recurrent and removed due to recent changes to the chart methodology, effectively ending a 35-year streak. Credit to the Billboard website. So,
dang.
It's kind of wild, dude. It's like I'm not necessarily sure what music's on there instead. I don't know. I don't know what the kids listen to.
I have no idea.
The genre has just kind of like been absorbed by the other genres.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So my question to you is, when you were growing up as a kid, not necessarily like, in your late teens or early 20s, but like when you were a kid, what was your favorite rap song?
I know mine. I know mine right off the bat.
You know yours? Actually, we have to think about this.
What do you mean, like kid?
Like maybe up to the,
pre-high school?
I want to draw a weird line. Prepubescent.
Prepubescent?
Yeah, like when you were a kid. Like when your parents were like, you shouldn't be listening to this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I got the perfect song for that specific setup. Yeah.
Let me make sure I get the name of this song right. Mine's going to be kind of cliche, but...
Oh, yeah, we're white.
True.
It's...
I mean, yeah.
I'm white. W-H-I-T. E.
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody.
I've got mine. If you need some time, Tone, to think about yours.
Whatever you want, man.
Mine came out 2 years before I was born in 87. But it was
way back.
Yeah, but it was but it was definitely the first like rap song that I flocked to and like memorized all the words, played that thing on repeat, and that is It's Tricky by Run DMC.
Hey, okay, all right.
It was probably my dad was still alive, so I would have been like 9, probably 8 or 9 when I heard the song for the first time. Man, and I flocked to it like a moth to the flame.
I think we've all had that same moment in our childhood with the gas stove, where you're trying to light and you go, this beat is my recital.
Yes.
Yeah.
To rock, oh right, that's right, on time. Yes.
Mine would definitely be Without Me by Eminem.
Okay.
Just like right around the time that song came out, I was like 6 or 7. And just like the goofiness of his antics like stuck out to me as like a child. I was like, this guy's funny. And he's cool with his bleach blonde hair.
Yeah. See, mine was Eminem too. And that's why it's super cliche. It was just like the being white in that time.
That's
It's
true,
like
yeah.
you almost listen to exclusively Eminem.
I did listen to a lot of Eminem. I do recall to like specifically in elementary school, but like that, and I was a fan of his music, but Tricky was the one that was like, this is on every burn CD I was doing from Napster and everything.
If I was to go non-Eminem, I remember like my 5th grade teacher liked to play this song a lot. It's the song that sounds like Another One Bites the Dust. Rapper's Paradise or whatever.
Rapper's Paradise?
Rapper's Delight. Rapper's Delight. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah. Hip
hop, hip me to the hip hop. You don't stop. Yeah.
Bang bang boogie. Yes.
Whack as hell. Let's go, baby.
I did get my timeline right because there was the first time I heard that song would have been in the previews in like the trailers in 2000 for a PlayStation 2 game, SSX Tricky, which was the title track of that game, and I played the hell out of that game.
Is that a snowboarding game?
It is.
Man, those snowboarding games were great back in the day.
It was super. It was basically Tony Hawk on a snowboard.
Right.
Yeah.
So when my mom heard Cleaning Out My Closet,
I remember
she was like, I cannot believe that a human being would talk about their mother like this. And I was like, I gotta write that.
Do you know about his mother?
Listen to this song all the time now. So I did, and then I didn't identify it with it at all. Like, but it pissed her off, and so I listened to it all the time.
Sheila Cook is a saint. It
But yeah, if it's not Eminem, I'm trying to think, and I'm finding a lot of difficulty remembering rap that I listened to as a adolescent,
come
pre-adolescent child.
You didn't listen to Ludacris?
I mean, yeah, I listen to a lot of that Chicken and Beer album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of stuff Jordan pushed on me as a kid.
Like, do y'all remember the fucking Stand Up? He had that big ass
Stand
shoe on.
Up.
Stand Up.
And then also the Get Back. You don't know me like that. And the big
Yeah.
hands and stuff.
There was a. Then a lot of times they don't consider Texas in the South, but we did listen to a lot of Ludacris when I was growing up.
Yeah. I do remember like my sisters listening to a lot of like specifically like female R&B. So like I listened to a lot of that. I would say probably more than rap. So like TLC, Destiny's Child, when they were all in their heyday.
And then I listened to a lot of Lil Wayne, a little bit older
yeah.
than that.
The Carter.
I do remember singing a lot Usher's 7 o'clock in when I was in elementary school.
Really?
Yes, I do. There's something about
Nice
that song.
and slow, huh?
Yeah. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets.
Well, I mean, if we're talking Usher, then like Jordan definitely pushed that whole Confessions album.
Oh
on me.
yeah,
Oh
I
my
bet. Yeah,
God.
Jordan loves Usher.
Oh, dude.
Usher.
Well,
Ursher.
everybody loved that. That was like 5 singles on that album.
Yes, like 5 number 1 hits. It was insane. And if they weren't number 1, they probably were close. These are my confessions. Just when I thought. Oh,
I'm
Content Strike.
I'm curious if y'all look up the Billboard year-end Hot 100 singles of the year you were born in. What was number 1?
I know what was number 1 the week I was born.
Oh, okay.
Like that week specifically, because I was one, I was curious, and then 2, I was disappointed. So,
What is it?
The Sign by Ace of Base.
No way! That's a dope song. I love that song. I'll play that at the bar all the time.
The number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 for the year 93 was "I Will Always Love You," Whitney Houston. From
Okay.
The Bodyguard soundtrack.
I was also 93, so that would be applicable to myself.
Now, let me see about when I was born.
Yeah, I'm checking when I was born. For the year, for mine, it was "Look Away" by Chicago.
What?
Yeah, beating out "My Prerogative" by Bobby Brown and "Every Rose Has Its Thorn" by Poison.
Robbie, that's the oldest thing you've ever said.
Right?
Chicago, I know.
My God.
I'm trying to look up my.
Like, you're not that old, but good Lord, that made you sound old.
Mine was still "I Will Always Love You." It was part of a 14 non-consecutive week
Oh, my God.
entry at number 1 for that song.
Okay. I will not sing this anywhere near as good as she could.
Okay, so this is the week of October 14th, so just one day after my birthday.
Yeah.
"Miss You Much" by Janet Jackson.
I don't know if I know that song.
I definitely don't.
That was a weird transition period, it feels like. Because that's like right before grunge. But like right when you still had like hair metal going strong.
Yeah. Yeah, because I do remember getting into junior high was when like all of the bands who have ever played a Warped Tour started to get real big, and I was still heavily into the Beatles.
That pop punky 90s, early
Yes.
2000s. Some 41.
Yes.
Blink-182. No FX.
And I dabbled a little bit in that, in the transition from the Beatles into getting into classic rock for the first time, which was like the triumvirate of AC/DC,
Beautiful.
Iron Maiden.
You were
and
Boston,
Kiss.
right? Oh, Kiss, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Boston was much later.
All right.
That was-
Ace Frehley, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's a bummer. But yeah, Boston was much later. That was like after I got into Styx. That kind of opened my world into like Boston, Foreigner, all those guys.
Did all of that lead to you getting into like Dream Theater and whatnot?
Yes.
I was like, because they start really getting very, what's the word? Definitely more musical, but like the compositions become much more elaborate.
Yeah.
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 That's all for the rap. It's a rap on a rap.
We end the rap segment with Foreigner.
Welcome everybody to the Ranger Zone.
It is the Ranger Zone.
We are three ferociously obsessed Rangers fanatics, semi-qualified to dish out our takes like hotcakes from the fans to the front office. I am Robbie Belusik.
I am Team Hash Brown Chris Green.
Who's not Team Hash Brown? I'm Tony Cook.
Terrorists. They're terrorists are not Team Hash Brown.
Right, okay, yeah.
We have a fantastic episode for y'all today. Like always, we are going to get into some contracts and some money that we have, but I've decided I guess we're not going to spend. So we'll get all of the facts and figures for you on who's still around, what they're going to be making, who could be around and what they could be making. And we'll get into a little bit of free agency talk as well. But before we do that, how about a little bit of news?
It's the news.
And it's for yous.
Oh, no, Canada. The Los Angeles Dodgers pick and peck their way to a World Series victory, a back-to-back World Series victory, by the way.
Can't keep getting away with it.
In 11 innings.
Everybody else needs to spend more,
Yes,
including us.
Yes. They got the win last night for us. It's November 2nd when we're recording this. So they got the win last night on, by the way, the 2-year anniversary of the Rangers World Series.
In their 63rd season. It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
It was against, of course, the Toronto Blue Jays with a score of 5-4. The winning run came off of a Will Smith home run in the 11th and a tying run in the 9th by the most, I don't know, uncharacteristic person to hit the home run, Miguel Rojas.
My goodness.
Which means,
No lie.
for a 6th year in a row, a Will Smith is awarded a World Series ring.
Honestly, you know what's a good equivalent for the Miggy Rojas? It's like Bill Mazeroski hitting a home run. It's like, oh, it's the last guy I thought would do it.
I'm glad some Will Smith is winning out here.
The $325 million man Yoshinobu Yamamoto rightfully claims the World Series MVP after becoming the first pitcher to win 3 games in the World Series since Randy Johnson did it in 2001. Yamamoto is also the only pitcher to win 3 World Series games on the road, and he only gave up 2 runs combined in all 3 of his appearances, 2 of which were starts and then came in relief in last night's game.
Clutch.
I mean, like, before they signed him, they're like, you guys are crazy for giving a guy who's never thrown a major league pitch the biggest pitching contract in the history of the sport. And now it's been worth every penny.
Yep, every red cent.
It's been justified.
You could argue he could never do anything else, and it's justified.
For real. No, yeah, he could blow out. No, God, don't want that to happen. But he could hurt himself and never pitch again. But yeah, worth it.
Yep, absolutely.
It was definitely the MVP for sure.
Well, next up here in the news, Jacob deGrom, he wins the AL Comeback Player of the Year, just
Darn
as
Skippy.
we suspected. Injuries limited. This is the write-up from the Baseball Writers Association. Injuries limited Jacob deGrom to just 9 starts in his first 2 years in Texas, but he regained his dominant form with a return to full health in his 3rd season with the Rangers. deGrom made his first All-Star team since 2021, while recording his highest strikeout and innings pitched totals since 2019. Probably home runs awarded was probably up there too. He gave up a ton of those. His .093 whip was the lowest single-season mark by a qualified pitcher in franchise history, and his .297 ERA was the 4th best by a Rangers starter since 2000. And I know we have Gold Glove news is supposed to be coming out today, so we will keep an eye on the news, and if any of that comes out, we'll let you know, because we did have 4 players who were nominated for Gold Gloves: Bombi, Langford, Simeon, and deGrom.
There was a Bleacher Report article that talked about the Texas Rangers shedding salary by trading Jacob deGrom.
I just can't see them.
And
doing
then
Absolutely not.
they added insult to injury by saying that we would be trading Jacob deGrom to the Los Angeles Angels.
that. No.
Absolutely not.
Not after losing our pitching coach.
Yeah.
to them.
No.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No.
I
No
will.
to all that.
Yeah, I will take you
will.
down.
I will be very disappointed in Ray Davis.
Yes. Next up
Ooh.
in the news, very apropos, pitching coach Mike Maddox is departing the Texas Rangers and signing with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Why won't he just love us?
I don't know why. I don't know.
It hurts.
It really does.
Can we keep his mustache?
We keep his the hand that the shoulder thing?
Yeah, the soft
Can we just
touch.
keep it? Yeah,
Yes.
the soft touch.
Bullpen coach Jordan Teagues, who is one of only a few left from before and during the Bochy regime, could see a promotion from the bullpen to the dugout. Not sure if it will be all the way up to pitching coach, though. Mel Stottlemyre Jr. is rumored to be at the top of the short list to take Maddox's place. Stottlemyre was the pitching coach for Miami from 2019 to 2024.
Pitching has never been the problem in Miami, so that's okay.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons when he was in Miami was Skip. He was with Skip Schumacher.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anyone named Mel under the age of 50? Mel.
Melvin Upton Jr.
Like, just Mel. No,
And even
Mel.
he went to go.
The only other Mel I know is Mel Blanc.
I was going to say Mel Blanc.
He's got to be like 200 years old by now.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah, another 200-year-old person.
For real. Mel
Old
Gibson.
Jewish man. Mel.
Next up here on the news, Chris Young on the K&C Masterpiece says team payroll is going down. He is directly quoted as saying, "We will probably not be at the spending level we were at this year." Going on to say that there were other teams that have had success without spending a lot of money, and that he is confident in the young talent we have, and that we will figure out a way to do without spending. What did he say here? We'll figure out a way
To win.
to win without spending. Thank you. Spending money constantly, he says. And further adding in a press conference a few days later that payroll will still be high enough to be competitive and much higher than some of the teams in the current postseason. Next season, there will likely be an element of player development, he says, meaning we will probably see our younger guys assume more substantial roles, and added in a later press conference that he was hoping Sebastian Walcott will be ready for big league ball in 2026.
Absolutely not.
The current, just
Man.
for...
That is a lofty claim.
And that's
Yes.
putting some eggs in a basket. I don't want to put them eggs in yet, man.
I agree.
He's so raw. Like, no.
They're...
Ruin him.
There's even talk of him moving to center field, that they might want to bring him up as a center fielder and be that blue chip center fielder that we haven't had since Josh Hamilton, I would think. So yeah, I don't think next year is the right year to bring him up. Maybe when the season is going to shit in September and you want to see if he can get a few major league at bats, sure, but
I know that I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
for reference, just to let you guys know, the competitive balance tax for last season was $241 million, and it will increase to $244 million this season. By the way, just a caveat through this whole episode, when I say last season, I do mean 2025, and when I say this season, I do mean 2026, now that the season is completely over.
Preach. So I know we've got John Gray. Like, that's a nice contract coming off the books. Is there anything else?
There is a lot,
Okay.
and we will get into all of it.
If payroll shedding is just meaning we're not going to necessarily replace the spending of dudes leaving the organization, as opposed to
Like-
we're also trading our stars. Like, there's a difference, you know? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, either way, it's disappointing, but
it is.
there's levels of DEFCON as far as Rangers freaking out fandom. You know, it's not rebuild, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, we're going to invest around the players we have.
Yeah.
Going back to CY's quote for just a second.
Yeah.
The likely be an element of player development. To me, that
Rolls
doesn't
off the tongue.
necessarily speak to on-field bases, hitting, pitching, that kind of thing. To me, the player development role is going to be about leadership. It's going to be about assuming who's going to be
Yeah.
responsible for taking care of this franchise.
Yeah.
moving forward.
Okay.
I like that, yeah. Next up here,
I think he was speaking directly to Langford as well. So,
yeah,
like, this is your team. Go ahead and take it, dude.
that's right. Next up here in the news, the Rangers Sports Network. Viewership increased 37% from the 2024 season to the 2025 season, specifically in the DFW market.
All you people that were complaining, I told you this was good.
Mm-hmm. There was a little over 100,000 viewers per game tuned in on the Victory Plus app alone. That is not any of the other affiliates that we went with, showing games on the CW and all of that.
Nice.
So good news for them. There was no news about like how much actual revenue it brought in comparatively to years past when we were with Bally, but I mean, you gotta.
Considering they weren't paying us, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's got to be
Right.
anything is a net positive, especially when you're looking at a nearly 40% increase in viewership from year to year. Lastly, up here in the news, I found a quote from Norm Hitchkiss. You do remember Norm Hitchkiss, famous radio broadcaster for the Ticket, Sports Radio 1310. Not so much of a news, but something I did want to get into with you guys
Bob's Steakhouse.
because we have been lamenting about the team's poor offensive performance last season, and I think I found even more statistics to go through and shed a little bit more light on that. But Norm says, his quote, "They wasted a ton of good pitching. Is etched on the tombstone of this season." Is his evaluation correct?
Absolutely.
On the nose.
Yes. So what I've got here in many bullet points is that the offense was bad, and it did not improve the things that were bad from 2024.
No, they didn't.
They stayed the same or got worse. So batting average on four-seam fastballs was 233 in both seasons, when the league average was 246 in 2024 and 250 in 2025.
So essentially getting worse.
Yes, we were 13 points below the average in 2024, 17 points below the average in 2025.
Terrible.
Our slugging in 2024 was 380, and league average was 425. Slugging in last season was 382, with the league average at 433. Again, getting worse. So 45 points below, and then 51 points below last season. Plate discipline. This was a big one. The O swing percentage, which is the percentage of pitches swung on outside the zone. The Rangers were sixth most in the American League at 32.1% last season. That is a lot of swinging at balls that are not hittable.
Looking at you, Bombi.
Yeah.
Swing percentage is the amount of swings taken during an at-bat. The Rangers were seventh highest in the league with almost half. It was 48.3%. So not only were we swinging at stuff outside of the zone, we were just swinging at everything. CY's big three: strike zone control, lower launch angles, and shift to contact over power, and situational hitting. So I guess that was four things. No, three things. Yeah, strikeout, strike zone control, lower launch angles with a shift to contact over power. That's two. And then situational hitting, all of these things that he wants to work on for this season. The Rangers hit below average number of sacrifice flies.
Feels right.
40. Ranked bottom 5 in sacrifice hits with 10, as well as bottom 5 in sacrifice bunt attempts at 20, and bottom 5 in productive outs at 132.
Definitely feel that.
Lots of poor hitting in 2024, and got even poorer in 2025.
Please, sir, may I have some offense?
And that's all for the news.
That's all for the news.
We have got a brand new segment coming your way, so I will give it on over to Chris for the Power Rankings.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Go Power Rankings. Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. Today, it feels apropos to get it off with a bang and talk about my top 5 greatest World Series games that have occurred in my lifetime. I want to kick it off with some honorable mentions. With, there was 2024, Game 1, Freddie Freeman's walk-off grand slam.
Oh, yes.
It was a great game. And the Yankees lost, so it's hard to be mad,
Yeah.
And then we've got, 2019, Game 7, where the Nationals beat the Astros, and for the first time ever, a team lost 4 home games in a best-of-7 series. Yeah. And it happened again in 2023 ALCS. And we got 2018 World Series Game 3, which is the Nathan Eovaldi game, where he did end up losing. I think he gave up a walk-off home run. Not a walk-off home run, but a go-ahead home run to Max Muncy. Mm-hmm. But he pitched like 7 innings or something like that in relief.
Yes.
Just dog out there.
Certified his dogness.
Yes. So it may have been the losing pitcher in the game, but they did win that World Series. Let's see. Going back even further, we've got 2017 Game 5. This game might be actually on the real list had it not been for the cheating Astros cheating. Mm-hmm. But that was the game. It was in Houston, Dodgers versus Astros, where I think the final score was 13-12, and there was something like 6 lead changes. It was insane. One of the greatest baseball games I ever watched. I remember watching literally with my own 2 eyes, not just like reading about it. Going back even further, 2014 Game 7. That is the Madison Bumgarner game with the Royals, where Alex Gordon was on third and couldn't quite get it done, and Mad Bum gets World Series MVP and cements his legacy as one of the greatest World Series pitchers of all time. Mm-hmm. And it was the 3rd World Series of the Giants mini dynasty there. And that's it from... one more kind of honorable mention, just because it was very close to my lifetime, but was not technically in my lifetime. But it was in Robbie's lifetime. And that is 1991 World Series Game 7, where I think it was Jack Morris that pitched like 10 innings to get the complete game win. And it was like arguably one of the greatest World Series games of all time. But now for the official list. Number 5. ...2001 World Series Game 7. Luis Gonzalez hits the walk-off bloop off of Mariano Rivera for the Arizona Diamondbacks to become the fastest team to win the World Series. And also...
Didn't they just like immediately get bested in that though?
What do you mean?
Didn't the Marlins get it faster than they did?
No, they beat the Marlins.
Oh,
it took the Marlins 4 years and it took the Diamondbacks 3.
Damn, that's quick.
Founded in 98. First season was 98, and they won the World Series 3 years later.
Jeez.
And then, there was the whole George Bush throwing out the first pitch in that series, and the Yankees winning but not winning in the end. And great series with culmination of a great game. Number 4. Is kind of the hitchy and the giddy up of the whole it being in my lifetime, because it's very, very barely in my lifetime. But 1993 World Series Game 6, Joe Carter, touch 'em all, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This still remains, unfortunately, the greatest World Series memory of Toronto Blue Jays fans.
Yep.
You'll never hit a bigger one.
Nope. But Mickey Rojas will hit a bigger one in your house almost.
Yes, he will.
Number 3. 2011 World Series Game 6. Number 2.
Thank you.
Moving on.
Number 2. 2025 World Series Game 7. Guys.
What a wild game, man.
What was that?
Insane. I can't believe that Toronto let them come back. It's literally one run at a time.
Oh, dude, it was...
2 of those were sacrificed. For their first 2 runs were off of sacrifice flies. They didn't get a 3rd run until like the 7th or something, and it was off
Max
of
Muncy hitting the home run.
Yeah.
And then Miggy Rojas hit the tying home run. And who had the final hit there? Or nobody had. So who hit the? How did they go ahead?
It was Will Smith.
Will Smith hit a home run.
Yes, Will Smith hit
That's
the home
right.
run.
It's
in
just
the
home
11th.
runs, man. Just solo shotting them to death.
Yep.
Damn. Death by 1,000 cuts or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
But that was one of the craziest games I've ever seen. To go 11 innings after having an 18-inning game in that World Series. And
Yes. I think I saw a stat, too, that because it ended on a double play.
yeah.
And was like the last time that happened was like in the 30s or the 40s.
Oh, that
that a
on
World
double
Series
play?
ended on a double play.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Broken
so
bat.
many of them in on the ground out.
Yeah.
But a double play itself, huh? So there is one game that's better in my lifetime than this game. And this game would have been the best had Toronto won, I think. But because the Dodgers won and it was a repeat and nobody wanted that crap. The best World Series game in my lifetime. Could you guys guess if I haven't said it already?
I can guess.
I think I told you earlier.
I
so.
think you did.
You got to guess, Tony? Oh, man. 2016 World Series Game 7. I think it went into extras as well. I think it went to 10. But the Chicago Cubbies, the rain delay game,
Yeah.
the Jason Hayward speech, man. Like, the Cubs in the 108-year drought. Like, that's the greatest World Series game of my lifetime still.
Yeah. Did you have the Red Sox 04 in your honorable mentions at all?
I did not because the World
Such
Series...
a formality.
Yeah, the World Series itself sucked. It was a sweep.
Yeah.
So... And this was strictly World Series games.
Right, yeah, not just the
Yeah.
postseason run.
I mean, you could have put any team against that '04 Red Sox team after that ALCS, and they're getting
Yeah,
smoked.
it did. Yeah, they would
Yeah.
have beat the freaking Bronx Bombers, Yankees, or Murderers Row.
Murderers
lineup.
Row, yeah.
Like, it didn't matter. Pedro was gonna throw Lou Gehrig to the ground.
No.
Well, hot dog. I love those, Christopher. I can't wait to see what the next power rankings you're going to bring us.
Favorite vegetables.
No!
Broccoli.
It's top 5 like formalities. It's like potatoes are a vegetable, so mashed potatoes number 1.
Speaking of potatoes, we will move on over to the meat and potatoes of this episode, where we get into contracts and money.
And neckties.
High voltage.
So first, I would just kind of like to walk you through who all of our players are and where their contract is currently in relation to their years of service and what kind of money we can expect to pay for them going forward. I'll do the easy ones first here is who is locked up, who is already going to get paid for the year. There are six players. One of which is Jacob deGrom, 37-year-old. He has got $38 million. He is signed through 2027 with a mutual option in 2028. So we will have him for this season and next season.
A lot of money.
Yes. The next is
worth
Corey
it.
Seager. He's got $31.5 million next year. He is signed through 2031.
That's okay.
Marcus Semien, who is 35 years old, is making $26 million next year. He is signed through 2028.
That is not okay.
Gotta go.
Nathan Eovaldi, 36 years old, will make $29 million this season.
That is okay.
He is signed through 2027. Kyle Higashioka, the 35-year-old.
The pudding pup.
The pudding pup. He is scheduled to make $6.75 million this year, and he is signed for... That's it.
Oh.
Through this
Yeah,
year.
it was a
That is
2-year
it.
deal. That's
He's
right,
got
yeah.
a mutual option in 2027.
Who's going to be his backup?
We will get into that as well, my friend. And then, of course, Jock Peterson, 33 years old. He's got $18.5 million him option for this year. He is certainly going to take it. And then he has a mutual option in 2027.
That we
which-
certainly...
Yeah,
will not.
Yeah, unless he wins World Series
Yeah,
MVP, I can't imagine we will have him
That
back.
will be
Jock
a
hit
mutual
48
parting
home
of
runs.
ways.
So in just those 6 players alone, that is a $150 million tied up. Remember that it's like $90 million shy of the competitive balance tax, which is $244. Okay. So we've got roughly $90 million to play with if we want to get all the way up to the CBT
Which
threshold.
I don't think we're getting that close to it.
I don't think so either. I don't think we'll even flirt with it. So let's get into arbitration guys. Or rather, I'll get you through pre-arbitration guys first, because these are the guys that are going to make still league minimum or slightly more.
It's about $750,000.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So we've got Jake Berger, Josh Young, and Josh Smith. They are in their final years of pre-arbitration. And then we have Wyatt Langford, Jack Leiter, and Robert Garcia, who are in their second year of arbitration, so they will each have one more year before entering arbitration. Now to our arbitration guys. There are 5 of these. And I'd like to hear whether you think we are going to sign them, as I say them, or if we are going to non-tender them, because there are options for both for all 5 of these. First up on the list, 32-year-old Adolis Garcia. He is in his final year of arbitration, is scheduled to make $9.2 million. Again, just as a caveat, they can take slightly less than what they made, but it cannot be reduced by more than 20%.
Considering they almost went to arbitration last time with Adolis, I don't see the man taking less.
I don't either.
Especially after having a better year last year than he did in 2024, even though he signed 2 years after his 2023 season.
Yeah. I would expect his agent to ask for at least 10.5.
And I don't give it to him. I don't necessarily see a situation where you're going to be able to sign and trade him and get a ton of value anyway.
Yeah.
Or you may have to eat some of that $10 million. So,
yeah.
Non-tender.
I'm saying non-tender as well.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Next up here is 30-year-old Jonah Heim. Also,
non-tender next.
Also in his final year
We're over it.
of arbitration. He's scheduled to make $4.5 million.
Man, I love you, Jonah. I love 2023. I love the whole headphones review of this bitch. But I'm so over your shit.
The month of September, the body language on that dude was horrible.
Yeah, he's... Man wears it on his sleeve, that's for sure, which is crazy to as a baseball catcher to do. But
yeah,
he's not a bad baseball player. He just needs a change of scenery.
Mm-hmm. Next up is 32-year-old Jacob Webb. He is in his final year of arbitration. He made $1.25 million last year.
I didn't know he was pre-arb.
Yes, one more year.
Or pre-free agency.
Sure.
Yeah.
With the amount of bullpen arms that we are losing this year,
have to.
Yeah, I'd be more than willing to give him what is. It'll probably be around the same, no more than $2 million, I can imagine.
He wasn't setting the world on fire last year, but he was by no means bad.
Yeah,
so
certainly worth $1.5 million.
Absolutely, yeah. Easy, yes.
Fourth on the list is 31-year-old Josh Spores.
I don't care if his arm is already falling off. I'm giving him the money.
Yeah, only made $1.1 million last year, also in his final year of arbitration.
Why not?
Same situation with Jacob Webb. Absolutely. We give him the money. We'll take him for one more year.
He's healthy. He just has to get the velocity back.
Mm-hmm. And then lastly on this list is 31-year-old Sam Haggerty.
Easy, yes.
Yes, I agree. He is also in his final year of arbitration, only made $900,000 last season. I would, if I was a betting man, I would say he'd ask for a cool mill going forward, and I'd be fine bumping it up $100,000 and giving him another go at it.
Him as a fourth or fifth outfielder option, to me, is more comfortable than relying on one of the rascals.
Yeah,
so
I agree. So that being said, if we're going to keep the 2 pitchers and Sam Haggerty, which is only going to cost us at most
$3-ish million.
Yeah, $3-ish million. We are saving $15 million by not signing Adolis or Jonah to their final years.
So with Adolis, I feel like Jonah could almost be addition by subtraction to at this point. Don't necessarily feel that way with Adolis because the defense came back to 2023 levels.
It really did.
But offensively, it's addition by subtraction. He wasn't hitting 40 home runs or anything.
No.
So.
Yeah. And with a guy with a career 250 average at best, you
Yeah.
expect him to hit at least 30 every year.
It's just hard to move on from 2023 with a guy like that still in your locker room.
Yeah.
It's just like he's just a ghost in there.
I feel
you know what
I
mean?
feel like that kind of feel that way about Jose Altuve in Houston, and now even more so since Carlos Correa's back.
Yeah.
They're just like they can't fully move on from the ghosts of that cheating scandal until all of the players are removed from the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel you on that. I mean, like Corey Seager's not going to go anywhere, so we're stuck with him, But like, if you're like you're saying, if you're somebody who's not contributing at this point, then yeah, you're really weighing us down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now to the free agents. These are all the guys who were on our club in 2024.
Money off the books.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, there are a lot of them. They are
Okay.
all pitchers. All of the guys who are becoming free agents are all pitchers except for Rowdy Tellez. So, same situation with arbitration. If we go through and you guys decide you might want to give these guys another contract, let me know.
Robbie, can you explain what this second number in parentheses is?
Is that the
That is
projected?
that's their market value.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
According to Spot Track, which is not always 100%. And I can get into that a little later with one of the free agent players that I'm going to bring up.
All these seem to be going in the correct direction compared to where they were what they were getting paid.
Yeah.
Except Maui.
Yeah, that one's weird, and
Yeah.
I think that's probably just
'Cause of the
because
injury at the end of the
exactly,
season?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't get to see enough. Of
He's
him,
going
but-
he's going to get similar money.
Yeah, I could see him getting at least 15.
Yeah. So first on the list, John Gray, 33-year-old. He is a relief pitcher.
Just feels like the end of an era.
Yeah, he made $13 million last year, which is
R.I.P.
great for him because he barely played any baseball.
That's very true.
His market value is about $5.5 million. I'm moving on from
Yeah.
John Gray. I don't think I'm signing him to any contracts.
The only way I'm entertaining it is if he wants to be a reliever and he wants to take reliever money.
You've got enough of my money for free.
He was.
It would have to be a monster deal. He would have to take a big hometown discount because I don't think he's going to make.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it.
And then but I'll bring him up. Tyler Malley.
He's only 33. He's going to start.
Yeah. Tyler Malley, who was also 33, made $16.5 million with the Rangers. His value is at $5.3 million.
I'll take him at that.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
He's not going to get that. He's going to get more.
Yeah, I would say, just like Tony said, probably at least $15 million. I can't see him going under $12 million to anybody.
If it was 12 million, I would.
Yeah, if it was $12 million, I wouldn't
Still
mind.
sign me up.
Remember, we've got basically $15 million of free money if we want to pick one of these guys up for next year because Bombi and Jonah won't be here if we non-tender them.
So real quick, with the rotation as it stands, not signing anybody is DeGrom, Evaldi, Leiter, Rocker, I guess, and Bradford. We're hoping
Bradford and/or Lats.
yeah. Okay.
and-
Honestly, he was good, man.
Don't sleep on young dude that started or that came into the game at the end of the year.
Cornell.
Yeah, don't
yes.
sleep on that dude.
Okay, so we've got we have a rotation's worth of pitchers right now.
Yeah.
But you obviously
Your 1, 2, 3 are
great.
are
Great.
super solid.
Stack them up with anybody else in the league. Yeah.
So I would say going after an arm is not necessarily a huge priority unless it's
A lefty
left-hand.
starter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless Bradford cannot go, we will have to have at least one lefty in here.
Some type of
Yeah.
veteran.
You cannot put
left-hander for sure.
you can't put your eggs in the basket for Cody Bradford after 2 injured
You
seasons
can't.
now. So
that's very true.
if you get him, it's great. But
Yeah. Next up is 37-year-old Merrill Kelly. Made $7 million with us last season. He is projected to make around $15.5 million wherever he signs.
and that's not here.
Yeah, it won't be here. We have enough right-handed pitchers making a lot of money.
And he
He's
just,
too damn old.
he deserves that 15 million, but he ain't gonna get from us.
Yeah, I mean, and if we're gonna, just deciding between the two right-handed pitchers I just brought up, Merrill Kelly and Tyler Malley, if
Malley
either
in a
one of them's
heartbeat.
going to make $15 million, exactly, it's Malley, hands down.
Yeah.
Next up, right-handed pitcher, 39-year-old Arlington native Chris Martin made $5.5 million last season, projected to make $6.7 million next season.
The number that stands out there the most to me is 39.
Yeah.
Because the man got hurt a bunch this year. So I just don't know if his body can hold up. Like,
I don't even know if he's going to sign anywhere. He very well might just retire.
for real. But if he does, good career, sir.
Yeah.
Good career.
Yeah.
Didn't he get a ring with Atlanta?
He
I
did.
think? So yeah, great.
did.
Hang him up, bro. It's good.
Yeah. Next up here, left-handed pitcher, reliever, Danny Coulombe, 35 years old.
Still can't get the stink of his shit out of my
Yes, he made $3
That was
million
awful.
with us. Or not even with us, because he came from...
He robbed us of.
Yeah, robbed us of about a little over $1 million. He's projected to make 4.3 next season. He's stated that he would like to come back to the Rangers. He's
I'm sure he would.
Yeah, he's one of the 3 guys we brought over at the
baseball.
deadline. I agree. Yeah, you can say goodbye to Danny Coulombe.
Especially at 35.
And I mean, he's a reliever, so it's not
Yeah,
like
true.
it's not like super high, but yeah.
Bring this next guy
Yes,
back in a
I will-
heartbeat.
Next up, Hobbit Milner.
Yes, left-handed pitcher Hobie Milner, 34 years old.
I enjoyed this guy last year.
I really did,
He
too.
could definitely come back if they wanted
Absolutely.
Yes, he made $2.5 million with us last season. Is projected to make $4 million next season. I'll pay him all $4
to. I
million.
have to say, I'd give him 4, yeah.
Absolutely. Next is Phil Maton, 32 years old.
Whew.
Bless you.
Made only $2 million, not with us. Well, we only paid him about $1 million.
That projection.
Yeah, the projection though is $7.1 million. He had a really rough start, so I don't know if he's going to see all $7 million. However, he was nails up until he came to Texas. So just that little stint might not be enough to drop that $7 million down to a more palatable number. But I could entertain, of the 3 guys that we brought over the trade deadline, I could at least entertain him the most.
That's for sure.
I don't know for $7 million though.
Nah, I'm tapping out at like 4.5 maybe on him, or 5.
Yeah, you could maybe convince me with 5.
Because he could, like, if all else fails, he could be the closer for you. But you don't want him to be the closer for you.
Yeah.
You'd want him to be your setup guy.
Next is another guy I definitely want to bring back. That
I
is
was wrong.
Sean Armstrong.
I was so wrong.
35
And I love
years
it.
old. He made $1.25 million with us last season. Is projected to make $3.9 million. Same as Hobie Milner. Milner, give him the money. I'd like to have him back.
Yep.
I think
Pay that dude $5 million.
when we did our preseason projections, I think the first thing out of my mind or my mouth was like, I don't know why we signed this guy. He is ass. And I was wrong. He was very good. He reclaimed that, I guess the season before his 2023 form. Yeah, because his 2024 was not good.
No.
But yeah, Sean Armstrong, man. At $4 million, I'm taking you. But man, I don't know if I can get $4 million to Hobie Milner, Phil Maton, and Sean Armstrong. So I'm obviously we're picking and choosing.
Milner and Armstrong for me.
Over Sean, over
Over
Maton.
Maton.
Yeah, yeah. If it's 2 out of 3, definitely the guys that were there all year. Those they were the anchors of the bullpen. It felt like those 2 guys specifically.
Yes.
So as far as who
All
was most
year.
consistent, because Robert Garcia, roller coasters, you
He
know,
did.
and
The Jacobs came and went.
yes,
Yes, they did.
Jake Latz though, my God,
Yeah, that guy.
like. That's the kind of guy. He's like C.J. Wilsoning it out there. It's like I can do this starting thing, guys.
Yeah,
I swear.
I was really worried for him because he was getting similar roles and playing time as like Walter Pennington was. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he got DFA'd in the middle of the year, and I got real worried for Latz. I was like, we're doing the same thing to him, but Latz broke out of his shell.
Yeah, like as soon as he had to step in for starting pitching injuries, it was just like he evolved.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy.
What?
I was-
Jacob Latz is evolving.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I honestly would not be upset if he found his way into the rotation.
Yeah, me
Jake
neither.
Latz, so
Yeah, because
if he pitches like he was at the end of the season,
Rocker's spot in the rotation is shaky.
yeah,
So
like
I
that's
don't-
his to take, but he could very easily give it up.
I got a little more leash on Rocker than y'all do, I think.
I do.
Well,
I'm not ready.
His leash is certainly long.
Depends
but-
on how competitive we're realistically going to be next year. If it's if we're going in like analysts picking us to be competitive kind of team, then I don't want to give him that long of a leash. But if we're going in there like the
Could be
Rangers will
another
be
500
lucky,
year,
yeah,
let's
then at that point let him
trot him
go.
out there, yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Next, second to last here is left-handed pitcher Patrick Corbin. Patty the Daddy, 36 years old, only made $1.1 million from Rangers payroll, is scheduled to make around $5.5 million.
Nah, that's gonna be more.
That's going to be more, and I'm not giving it to him.
I would love to have him back
at 5, absolutely.
At 5.
He's gonna get paid
more
double
than that.
digits.
Yeah, he's gonna especially after only making 1 last year. Like, there's some team that needs a veteran starter that's gonna nab his ass up and
He's
be
gonna make
very happy.
$12 million with an option for next year.
Yeah. And he's gonna he deserves it. That's one of the best bounce back cases. If it wasn't for Jacob deGrom, he would be AL comeback player of the year.
Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he does get a bag, because I felt so bad for him at the trade deadline when we were 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door, and he could have
gone to Toronto.
He could have gone to Toronto. Hell, he could have gone to Seattle if they needed him.
Ooh, they were picking everybody up. So
yeah.
R.I.P. Seattle. Oh, we haven't even convened since that happened either.
Yeah,
so.
I know.
Poor Mariners, man.
I know.
After watching that, though, I got the feeling that they would have got curb stomped by the Dodgers.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know how. Yeah, I mean, their series with Toronto was competitive, so
that went 7.
I don't know if they would have given LA as much of a run for their money as Toronto did.
The AL playoffs were great this year.
They were.
For all the crap everybody was talking about the AL this year, talking about the league is mid and there's no great teams in the league. That ended up producing an amazing playoff run. So
yeah. Last on the list, first baseman and Girthquake.
Yeah, that's just about to say.
Rowdy Tellez made an even $1 million with us next year, is scheduled to make the exact same amount of money next year. Bring him back.
I love this guy.
Bring him back. You will obviously need to have somebody backing up Jake Berger at first base. And if it is someone who is not also our catcher or is also another fielder, a guy who is only playing first base, I'm here for it. He's worth $2 million to me. You could double his salary from last year easily, and I'm all here for it.
The dude is good vibes.
He's
got the driest sense of humor, and I love it. And Gavin Dawson is not funny.
Nope.
No. Well, that is it for all of our current players. So I now want to take you guys.
It's going to be a different team.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
I'd like to take us over to our free agent section, where we are talking about some people who we've heard have been linked to the Rangers, or just some guys who are out there who we might want to have. There are clearly some holes that that the team will have in the outfield if Bombi is gone, in the catching position. If Jonah Heim is gone, obviously we have almost an entire bullpen to bring back as well. So I want to hear from you guys first before I get into my 3 guys. I brought two pitchers, 2 closers, and 1 catcher. But like I said before I get into it, I want to hear from y'all first.
I brought an outfielder, a catcher, and a pitcher that I've been hearing some rumors about. One of them is a trade acquisition, so it's not exactly a free agent.
Okay, yeah.
But I'll start with that one. So, Jarren Duran is a guy that I spoke about during the trade deadline this past season. I brought this guy up as a guy who was being pushed out of his role and that Boston might be willing to sell cheap. Those irons appear to be back in the fire, and as Boston maintains this logjam in the outfield, accompanied with Bombi primed to get non-tendered. He would be a better defender in left or right than our current options, although his arm isn't quite the elite level that Adolis possesses. This is a change of scenery season. We've already mentioned that phrase a few times in this episode. He is a guy who could revitalize his career if the right ball club gets behind him. I believe that he would have an everyday role here as a corner outfielder.
The one thing that worries me about Jarren Duran is, as I'm pulling up his Baseball Savant page, is that he chases a lot and he whiffs a lot. He is almost a carbon copy of what our offense has been the last 2 years. So that will need to improve for me, because his defense is not enough for me to want to trade for him. And he does have 2 controllable years left. He has 4 years of arbitration, and I did look up how in the hell that actually happens. It's called a Super 2.
Oh, the Super 2,
Yes, where he hasn't quite
Oh,
played.
we're getting in the weeds now,
Yes,
baby.
he hasn't quite played enough time in the majors. He's like in between his like third and fourth year.
That's
so
the
he's
crap they were
awarded-
doing to. There was a big scandal with the Chris Bryant in the Cubs back in the day. Yeah.
So he's awarded basically an extra year of arbitration before he can hit free agency due to his,
I think the Dodgers
cumulative
did it to
playing
Seager
time.
as well.
They did, yes. Yep.
But I mean, other than that, that's really the only thing that worries me about him is his chase percentage and whiff percentage, where as I'm looking at them now, they are 30th percentile and 20th percentile, respectively.
Guy is a gap hitter. That's what I want in the lineup. A guy that's going to hit doubles.
He does. He hits the absolute crap out of the ball.
Yeah.
Anytime he hits it, whether it's an out or a hit or a home run, he has elite exit velocity, and his bat speed is also elite.
Do we want to talk about man's slight controversy?
Extracurriculars.
Yeah.
He does have some controversy. I did not hear as much about it this year, but I know there's been some.
He's a guy that likes to let the intrusive thoughts win.
Yes. Was there some
Yeah.
homosexual
And
stuff happening?
it was
Comments that he made.
it wasn't so much like that. It was just he was getting heckled and he called a dude the F word.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
That's
kind of
right.
that. And to his credit, has done like the sensitivity training and whatnot. So, but he's got a short fuse. Short fuse is a good way
Okay.
to put it.
So a knucklehead, not a racist.
No,
Exactly.
I don't think
or,
he's racist or bigoted.
Or bigoted, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's that far. Yeah.
I'd say he fit right in with the only team that doesn't do a pride day.
Yeah, for real. Thanks, Ray.
I'm not against doing this. I'm not against doing it, especially because he's got a couple of controllable years left. But like I said, my main concern is just the whiff and the chase rate. You got to fix that.
And if those are similar attributes that you're bringing to the table that Adolis had, at least you'll be bringing it to the table a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
Next guy on my list here, continuing to stick with either current or former Boston players, which all these guys fit that category. Christian Vasquez. The other likely non-tender candidate for us is Jonah Heim. I'm on the board with this line of thinking. Give Higgy the job full-time and sign a veteran to play 40 to 50 games behind the plate.
Astro, though.
Probably less than $3 million commitment to Vasquez will get a deal done here.
He was barely an Astro.
That's
He was there
Yeah.
for half a season. He's been in Minnesota. I looked at this guy. I looked at this catcher as well. I decided against him for some reason, but
Is it because he
can't hit the
Higgy's
baseball very
already
well.
old? There's two old catchers at
Yeah.
that point.
yeah.
Doesn't provide much offensively these days, batted under 200 this last year, but despite advanced years, led all catchers in range factor per 9 in 2023, 24, and 25 was comparable, not much of a fall off there.
Oh wow.
Could be a steal and a good combo with the offensively inclined Higgy and the Vasquez with the glove.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm realizing now why I didn't put him on my list was that the batting average used to be just fine, as well as the on base percentage and OPS. But the last 3 seasons, it has taken a dip, a significant dip. But the defense, I mean, your catcher doesn't necessarily, especially when he's not your all-time catcher, when you're platooning with another guy who does have a slight offensive edge. I'd be fine with bringing in someone who is, elite defensively behind the dish.
And
Do you know about what his? I was going to look up his spot track here. I think I have. Yeah, here we go. We'll filter into catchers. Christian Vasquez made. Oh, his market value is $1 million.
yeah, it wouldn't be much at all.
Yeah, that's nothing.
I'm cool with that. And the last guy that I'm going to talk about here, pitcher that could help solidify the back end of our rotation, Dustin May.
Okay.
That's a good fit.
Bring this man back to Texas, a Justin, Texas native in need of some home cooking. The 6'6" redhead, Clifford, as I like to call him, has been snake bitten by injuries, both expected, Tommy John, and then coming off the Tommy John, he had an elbow strain that required some type of cleanup surgery. And then he had a freak accident with an esophageal tear via lettuce when he was eating a salad.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like almost choked to death.
Ow!
Almost choked to death.
I'm just
and
thinking about.
trying to get the lettuce out of his throat, tore his esophagus.
Oh my God, that's
Had to
terrible.
be rushed into surgery.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Boston and LA trotted
knew
him out
there
as
was-
a starter this year.
I knew there was a reason I didn't eat salad.
I saw, he pitched 132 innings this year,
wow.
which is like almost triple the most he's ever pitched in a single season.
After a very promising start to his career, with 3 of his first 5 seasons having an ERA under 3, the injuries left him as the odd man out in a very crowded Dodgers rotation. He fell out of favor there this past season in the move to Boston. He was even worse in those 5 starts than he was in LA. So it wasn't great, and to me that tells me that it could be a great buy low candidate. For a guy who's shown potential in recent history. Probably less than $5 million a year, maybe 8, and could provide something for us if he can evolve his repertoire with a new coaching staff's input.
I'm just pouring over his baseball reference page. In years that he was particularly a reliever, all of the years up until this last season, had solid ERAs. Had a couple of hiccups, but sub 3. So, yeah, bring it on, baby.
Another former Dodger to throw out there. It's probably going to cost a little more money. Walker Buehler is another free agent to look out for.
Yeah.
He was on my list. I don't think he will cost a lot of money.
Really?
Oh.
No, I think he poo-pooed the bed so hard this past season that he's going to be a reclamation project.
Well, get in there, buddy. Get into a Walker Buehler for us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Walker Buehler, see, he started the season. He got picked up by who was it? Let's see.
Philly?
Boston, then Philly, yeah.
Yeah, so Walker Buehler,
Buehler.
coming off of a World Series victory in which he recorded the final out coming off of Tommy John. This past season was supposed to be the season where he, was returning to form, but he instead did anything but that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crashed out hardcore in Boston there. Had the whole arguing with the umpire thing. Did not look well. So he goes over to Philly, right? He starts 2 games. Has a .66 ERA.
Okay.
So 30. So maybe a little bit of just getting out of Boston, change of scenery was helpful. But it was a very small sample size in Philly, so you can't really base too much off of it.
Yeah, he only made 2 starts, I think. Pitched in 3 games, so he made 2 starts.
And I believe that was his second Tommy John.
So he shouldn't have any more, right?
Yeah. So I think if he's willing, the other hard part about this was, if you're in his shoes, last year was the 1-year prove me deal so I can secure a contract. And now he's looking at having to do that again. So,
secondary prove me deal.
So if
he wants cheaper, hopefully.
If he wants to do a 1-year deal, he can come here. I'm cool with that. It most certainly would be cheaper than what he got paid last year in Boston. I could honestly see it being sub 10, it being that bad for Buehler. Yes. Oh my gosh.
That would be great.
His market value is sitting right at $10 million.
Okay. That just sounds about right, honestly. Yeah. Like I can see it right in that 8 to 12, depending on how desperate somebody is, what time he signs.
Mm-hmm.
I want to entertain the impossible.
Okay.
How perfect of a fit is Pete Alonso on this team?
Yeah, he's very perfect.
It would just be, I know it's impossible. Shake your head, roll your eyes. It's not going to happen. But
You've been talking about this for like 3 seasons.
It would be the most perfect fit. Oh my gosh. Even if it was like a 3-year deal at $30 million a year or some crazy BS like that. Oh my God, he'd be so good on this Texas Rangers team that desperately needs a good first baseman.
He is the second. Hold on, let me sort by market value here. He's the 6th highest market value free agent going into 2026 at just under $30 million.
There's just no way.
That's a splash I don't think we can afford.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
It's just not gonna. It would be like the one thing we do all off season, and it would piss Ray off because we overspent.
And I don't think we're not in a position to make at least somewhat of a medium-sized splash.
Just not that
Just
big.
yeah, that one might be a little too big for our britches.
So this next one, speaking of medium-sized splash, what if we Framber Valdez?
I don't want Framber Valdez on this staff because he sounds like a locker room. You can't be
let's just throw a grenade in there.
I looked at him, and he's got. I'm not going to discount the guy's talent. He's got solid stuff, but I feel like he's going to be a locker room cancer. And
how cheap would he have to be for you to say yes?
Mill.
Dang.
I'm going to see what his.
He'd have to pay us to play baseball.
Hey, you know who else was a clubhouse cancer in Houston and then came to Texas and was great? Was
Don't
Carlos
say
Gomez.
Carlos freaking Gomez, dude.
Framber Valdez. Oh my God, Framber Valdez's market value is $33 million.
BS.
God.
There's no
Yeah,
way
there's no
in
way.
hell.
Yeah, his last contract was for $18 million. It was to avoid arbitration in his final year of arbitration.
He gonna get 25.
I was just no more than 25. He's not going to get anything more than 25.
I don't want him for 25.
No, I don't want him for 25 either. But if it was one of those, just the catcher thing just tanked his value and everybody was gun shy all of a sudden, and it was like you could get him at 15
That's
or 18.
basically Evaldi money, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not giving him Evaldi
No.
money. I give Evaldi money because he's dad, but
Yeah.
he can have whatever he wants.
I want to just look at Valdez's numbers here.
They're good. I think he
Yeah.
had several sub-3 ERAs. And
Yeah, I mean
He's a
his
bum.
career ERA is 3.36, which is incredible for a guy who has played 8 seasons. Yeah, 8 seasons. He's never had an ERA. He had a weird year in 2019, which was his second year in the league, where his ERA is 5.86, but he hadn't gone above 3.66 his entire career, with several years sub 3. So he's certainly bona fide.
ooh, here's a name I've stumbled.
He's a suitor.
So this guy I haven't thought about till just now because I didn't know he was a free agent, and I've always liked this guy. Zac Gallen's a free agent.
Yeah.
And he's not like steamrolling into his free agency either. He had a rough year.
He had a bad year.
Yeah.
He gave up a ton of home runs last season. He gave
I
up
love Zac Gallen.
31 homers.
You want to come to a pitcher's park? You want to come to Pitcher's Park, bud? Come on.
I would love Zac Gallen. That'd be great. Let me see what his Let me see what.
Does that feel weird rolling off your tongue?
Zac Gallen?
No, a pitcher's ballpark in Arlington.
Yes,
Yeah.
for real.
Let's see what his market value is. What does Spot Track say? 18.7.
I would do that. I don't like. Does it give any projection on how many years at all? I would think 4 or 5 at least.
Maybe it does.
I think
but-
this is his. What is he? It says 30 years old. I would think he's looking for a 5-year deal.
Yeah, somewhere to
Yeah.
get him over the 30 years. His
God, I love Zac Gallen. I would take the chance on that guy.
Yeah, his last he made 13 and a half last season in his final year of arbitration. It was a deal where they avoided arbitration for him. And then before that was 10 million, before that was 5 million, so they're, just thinking up. So I'm guessing what Spot Track is evaluating his last season as just a bit of an anomaly for him, that he'll still make more than what he made last year. Again, that was 10 mil.
We could piss Astros fans off and sign Justin Verlander.
I would. I like Zac Gallen. The one.
Oh, he has to go back to Detroit.
The one reservation I do have
Zac
is that
Gallen.
he's a right-hander.
Yeah,
we
that's
got
true.
lots of right-handers, but I mean,
I think Valdez is a right-hander too. I
he
think.
is. Yeah. Zac Gallen is awfully tempting.
There's a lot of mid-starting pitchers that would look great in a Rangers uniform on this list.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, Lucas Giolito. Oh, there's a
That dude's
familiar
gonna get
face.
paid.
What about Andrew Heaney, who kind of fell, man hit a wall in the second half? That might bring his price down.
Yeah.
That man could come back. I like Andrew Heaney.
He can come back out of the bullpen. Tony says no. Christopher says,
Didn't think about that. I mean, the dude's
Can we just sign relievers and stop trying to make everybody something they're not?
Well, think about it though. That guy does have some serious heat, like in short spurts.
he does.
He does hold the record for consecutive strikeouts to start a game in the American
It's like
League.
you think everybody's just going to have John Smoltz mindset. And like, give me the fucking baseball, pitch whatever. Nobody does that.
That's true. It's definitely one of those that does not work as often as it.
As it should.
Yeah, or you would think. Like the C.J. Wilsons are the exception, and the Neftali Felizes are the norm.
You wouldn't think it would. You would think it would be a lot more transferable than it is.
I would think it's easier for a starter to become a reliever than vice versa, though, right? Okay.
Yeah. Unless you're Jacob Latz.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. Well, I'll bring you my 3 guys.
Okay.
My first 2 guys are closers specifically. These are guys who we are going to pay close to closer money.
It seems if there's a position that we can get elite status at for the money we're about to be willing to spend is the closer position. Yeah.
First up here, this would be the most expensive closer
Okay.
for us, and that is Ryan Helsley. His current salary for last season was $8.2 million. The 2-time All-Star and American League save leader in 2024 is fresh off the Mets after being traded from the Cardinals mid-season. Spotrac has his market value at $13.6, which could come down a little bit after his 2025 performance. In the first half, Helsley tossed a 3-even ERA in 36 innings with St. Louis, and then a 7.20 ERA in 20 innings with the Mets. And gave him a combined 4.5 ERA in 2025, which is his highest since 2021 when he had a 4.56, and in 2020 when he had a 5.29. So he has a hit me if you can fastball speed that sits consistently around 99.5 miles an hour.
Okay.
The slider is his other prominent pitch and is the main culprit behind his whiff and chase rate, both sitting in the 79th percentile on Baseball Savant.
Is this the kind of fastball that doesn't age well, though?
I don't know. It feels like it's been doing just fine for
How old is
him.
he now?
He is
32?
I don't know. I didn't put that in the damn notes. Let me tell you here. What's his name? Ryan Helsley. He is... Tell me his birthday. 31.
Okay, so he's...
Yeah, he'll turn 32 mid-season in July.
The arm's not about to fall off or anything.
No.
Okay.
No. Helsley has a career ERA of 3.03, but has 3 consecutive seasons from 22 to 24 with sub 3 ERAs. That is 2.45, 2.05, and 1.25. Not respectively, just in order. He will walk some batters. He's got a 3.7 walks per 9. But he will also strike out a lot of batters with a 10.6 strikeouts per 9.
That's nice.
Which has even touched 12.8 and 13.1 strikeouts per 9 in previous years.
My goodness.
If the price is right, Helsley would probably be the best option just below some of the top tier, like diamond level closers who are on the market, like Edwin Diaz and Raisel Iglesias, who the Rangers will not be able to afford.
No. And I wouldn't want Edwin Diaz anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. All right, so my next guy is...
It's like you made it major.
My next guy is, and you can save your wincing for somebody else, Devin Williams. Current salary for last season, $8.6 million. He's spent, similar to Ryan Helsley, was with one club for a long time and got traded in the middle of the year last year. So he was with the Brewers, and then after turning down a $10 million offer from the Brewers in 2024, he was traded to the Yankees and signed for $2 million less for $8 million, or 8.6, as I said earlier. Then he pooped all up in the bed in New York, in the pillow shams, under the fitted sheet, in between the box spring and mattress. There was poop everywhere.
Freaking Amber Heard over here.
You might ask yourself, why? Why the Rangers would want someone who posted an uncharacteristic 4.79 ERA last season? Well, because it was exactly that, an uncharacteristic anomaly. If you combine his ERA for the 2022, 23, and 24 seasons, it is lower, to still be lower than last year's ERA. This dude is clearly elite. As I take you to his Baseball Savant page, that looks like it had a front row seat to the Red Wedding.
Ooh.
Williams is 97th percentile for chase rate, 99th percentile for whiff rate, and 97th percentile for strikeouts.
Good Lord.
With those numbers, you can convince yourself to ignore the 4.1 walks per nine from this 2022 Rookie of the Year and two-time NL Reliever of the Year and two-time All-Star. I know I have. I've forgiven him for it. Even if the batters are getting free bases from him, the next one up is likely to strike out anyway because Williams has 14.1 strikeouts per nine in his career. That is one of the best in baseball.
Yeah.
And if somehow they don't strike out and manage to make contact, Williams' exclusive pitch mix of just a fastball, four-seam fastball, and what has been deemed an air-bending changeup keeps the contact soft, which makes sense because his hard hit percentage is in the 85th percentile. With his last two contract offers in the $8 to $10 million range, plus his bona fide performance over the last 6 seasons, plus his dog water performance last season, Spotrac has his market value at $5.5 million. I think it is probably closer to $7 million.
Yeah,
and he's
gonna get money.
Yeah, and some deep-pocketed owner could easily overlook last season's performance and pay the man double digits. Will it be us? I hope so. Those are my two closers.
Those are some elite statistics there.
Yeah.
Devin Williams has got the stuff, and I do realistically, honestly, not a homer take if he ends up being on the Ranger. I think last year was just a weird year for him.
I really hope so, just because he was so good. But the question is, did Pete Alonso break him in the playoffs in 2024?
Yeah. So my last guy, this is a catcher who has been in Houston. This is Victor Caratini.
Victor Caratini.
So Caratini is a cheap option to pair with Kyle Higashioka. He's got a career on-base percentage of .323 and an OPS of .691, so just slightly below league average, where you want, or rather, an average player, which is about 700. His last 3 seasons, 1 with Milwaukee and 2 with Houston, have seen an uptick compared to the 3 seasons before that across his entire slash line. So, and I'm going to take you on a numbers journey here, so try to stay with me. Batting average in the worst of 3 seasons ranged from 199 to 241. In the best of 3 seasons was 259 to 269. On base percentage in the worst of 3 seasons was 300 to 333, and the best of 3 seasons was 324 to 336.
That's actually not terrible.
Typically has about
good for a catcher.
Yeah, typically has about a 3 just above 300. I think for his career on base percentage, which is just fine. That's league average. Slugging in the worst of 3 seasons was 323 to 342, and the best of 3 seasons was 383 to 408.
It's not bad.
Yeah, and OPS in the worst of 3 was 632 to 661, and the best of 3, 711 to 744.
I can live with that.
Absolutely, I can. All of these numbers being the most solid string of consistent production in his entire career for those last 3 seasons. I will note that he does have one random year where he went off offensively in 2015 with the Cubs, where he put up a 794 OPS.
Good Lord.
And a couple more positive quick hits. He has gotten control of his strikeout rate, which used to hover 1 to 2 points above league average and now sits a point below league average, and I think last year was 4 points below league average. Okay. His range factor per 9 as a catcher has been higher than league average for 7 of his 9 years, so he does have the defensive prowess. He's got 88 games at first base, position he has split with his catching duties his entire career, and and while his range factor at first base is optimistically flirting with league average, he's only committed 2 errors at the bag in those 88 games. Caratini has made $6 million each of his last 2 seasons with Houston, and SpotTrack has his market value at 2.3. I don't think he's going to be that cheap when you consider.
But I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, when you consider Kyle Higashioka has made 5.75 last season, and he's going to make 6.75 this season, I would expect Caratini to make no less than 4, maybe as high as 7. But you're basically paying for Kyle Higashioka 2.0 with an offensive uptick that has consistently gotten better in the last 3 seasons when
And
it
younger.
used to be and younger, and it used to be bad. And this guy is a career platoon catcher. He primarily will catch and DH with a little bit of first base thrown in, which is exactly what Higashioka does. He is just a catcher part of the time and a DH the other part of the time.
Looking at his OPS plus over the past few seasons, in 2023, his last season in Milwaukee was 94, but then 2024 was 111, and 2025 was 101. So he's found some serious offensive game in the past few years to add with his defense. So yeah, this looks appealing.
Yeah.
This looks very appealing. Baloneworth?
I think I'd rather have the cheap option at catcher if it's going to be in the 7 million range, but I'd take him at 4 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Yeah, because I think I said SpotTrack had him at like 2.3, which again I think is a little low, but 4 is perfectly fine for him. I think. I can't imagine him making Kyle Higashioka money.
No, I can't see that.
But those are my guys. That's what I brought you. So you never know. Some of these guys could be in Ranger uniforms, and if they are, we're going to rub it in your face because we called it first.
That 4 million would also be $500,000 less than we would pay Jonah Heim last year.
That's right.
So
That is right. We're coming up to the end here, folks, so you know what that means. It's time to step into the office of the assistant to the assistant GM, Tony Cook.
I'm tired of these damn Dallas Mavericks.
I knew you were going to bring this up. This has been some hot stuff in the news lately. It's been like on every outgoing commercial for the World Series that I've watched. Coming up next, the Dallas Mavericks are fucking shit up again.
Like, if there was a way that the NBA could work this out to where the Adelson's ownership group can take all of the front office personnel, hell, they can even take the players. They can go to Las Vegas and do whatever bullshit they want to do over there, and we can keep our franchise's name and our franchise's record and
I don't.
Dirk.
They
and,
can take the Mavericks with them.
no,
I don't care.
I want
I
them
like
gone.
Dirk. I like Don Nelson. I don't give a crap about the Mavericks.
I don't want to be basketball list though.
No, I think you can work Dallas. They will shuffle a team right back here, bro.
They'll definitely put somebody.
Either an existing team or a new team will immediately take root in Dallas.
And you don't want it to be the Mavs.
No,
You want them to take that with them.
they have tarnished this. They traded Luka. They can do no right.
That's very true. Patrick Dumont is...
a Dumas.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a dumbass.
He needs to stop opening his mouth because every time he talks, he makes it worse.
So, for those listeners who are in the dark about what we're upset about, just a quick debriefing here. The Mavericks are assholes and have been assholes since they bought this team from Cuban.
Who was an asshole for selling it
Who
to
was an
the
asshole
group.
for selling it to him, you greedy cuck. I don't know. So apparently when the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Stars signed their agreement to coexist in the AAC,
This is like 99, right?
Yeah.
the agreement was signed in
Decades
98,
ago.
and I don't even think they started playing there till like 01.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To build it and everything.
Yeah. 98, the agreement, part of the agreement, one of the stipulations was the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Stars have to have their headquarters in Dallas proper.
Right.
So in 2003,
Not 23. not 13.
Not 2023. Yes, 2003. Like 2 years after 9-11.
Like 22 years ago.
Yeah, when we were in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
Chris.
Oh God.
The Dallas Stars moved a segment of their headquarters to Frisco, outside of Dallas proper. No one seemed to take issue with that for the last 20 some odd years. And now the Dallas Mavericks are claiming that the Dallas Stars are in breach of contract in that element and have
Such hogwash.
seized over $10 million in assets and revenue from the Dallas Stars and have held it in escrow.
Just insane.
It is financial warfare. Like, this is
It's dirty business.
dirty as hell. I mentioned this earlier off camera, but the Dallas Mavericks are running their organization the way Trump is running the government.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no surprise
They
that
are
one
a
of
bull in a china shop. And
bro's biggest donors is
Lawlessness.
doing this.
They do not work well with others, and they want the Stars out. And honestly, they want out too. They just don't want to deal with anybody.
Yeah. The Adelsons are trash.
My biggest thing with the lawsuit is because it's so much, and the counter lawsuit by the
Petty
Stars.
as hell.
There's so much pettiness, and like what it evolves around is like when you have an agreement like this, which by the way I'm sure they had when they both played in Reunion Arena forever ago.
Been buddies for a long time.
Was that when you do this, both teams have to set aside X amount of dollars for stadium repairs and updates, and somebody has to be in control of that. And the Mavs think they're in control, and the Stars think they're in control. Meanwhile, I don't understand how either team gives a single solitary shit about what happens because they both have 1 foot out the door. The
Right.
Stars have already been, rumored that the new stadium is going to be in Frisco, and the Mavs have already purchased the land where Texas Stadium used to sit in Irving to build their new stadium.
And casino.
I don't. To be honest, I don't consider anything the Stars are doing in this situation petty at all. They are getting railroaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dallas
Blindsided,
Mavericks
all
are
that.
working in cohesion with the city of Dallas. They are railroading Stars right now. How can you be in disagreement on the ending of the terms of this contract? So the rumor is that less than a year ago, an agreement was reached between the city of Dallas, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Dallas Stars about maintenance and upkeep to be done. It was like $300 million worth of maintenance to be done to the AAC. And it was part of the stipulation that if the Stars agreed to extend the duration of the terms of the contract from 2031 to 2035, that the Dallas Mavericks would assume the financial responsibility for these renovations.
Okay.
It has now seemed like that was just a play to have it written on paper that the Dallas Mavericks are taking over the responsibilities associated with the AAC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah.
So this countersuit from the Stars,
God.
they're not countersuing for anything. All they want is a cease of operations from what the Mavericks are doing and a return to the contractually obligated terms.
Yeah. Just do things the way we agreed.
It's
But I say
so
that
wild.
I say that they're
It's so
working.
wild.
I say that the Mavericks are in the pockets of the city because how can you be in a disagreement on that? So the Dallas Mavericks and the city of Dallas are saying that the contractually agreement extends to 2061. What? 2061. 30-year difference in the ending of this contract. How can you be in disagreement about that? That should be
That's
written
egregious.
black and white. So there's some funky business going on here.
This is not going to end well.
This is
No.
not going to end well. There's a lot of funky business, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Stars end up in Frisco and the Mavericks end up in Vegas.
yeah. I've always said that.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. On your note for the Mavericks ending up in Vegas, I feel like it's more likely that they are going to end up in Vegas and they are going to build their mega center in Irving, because if the gambling law does not get passed, which by the way has gone back to committee for like the 3rd time in a row now.
Y'all, Dan Patrick is still here.
Yeah, they're going to move them to Vegas. That the whole thing before Cuban even left was he wanted to build the mega center where it could be events and concerts and basketball and a casino. So if gambling is not legal here, there's no reason for them not to move them to Vegas. Hell, the Adelsons run the Sands Corporation. If you can't gamble at a Mavs game in Dallas, you will be able to gamble at a Mavs game
In Las Vegas.
in Vegas.
And at this point, that's fine. They've tainted this organization
They
enough.
really
They can have it. They can have it.
I guess the thing about that is it feels like it's letting them win.
But what's that term about not wanting to quit because you've sunk so much into this already, this project already?
Cut your losses
Yeah.
when you're while you're ahead.
What do they call it? It's like lost something.
The sunk cost fallacy
Yeah.
or opportunity cost benefit analysis.
It's like it's
Search
already
engine
an L.
optimization.
I don't know.
It's
I went to
already
art
an L,
school. I
bro.
don't know numbers.
It's already an L. Like the
Yeah.
longer you commit to this thing, the worse it's gonna get.
Yeah, you just keep digging that hole.
It's already a loss, my game. Like the day they bought the Mavericks, it was a loss.
Just growing up, you watch this happen to the Montreal Expos, the Florida Marlins, the Oakland A's, like New Orleans and Charlotte, and all of this stuff.
The
And
writing's been on the wall for other teams in the past. Like, why would you think it'd be any different?
you just hope it never happens to one of your teams, and here it is happening with the one that has my favorite athlete in all time attached to it.
Dirk is forever. Dirk is not like Dirk is a part of Dallas.
Yeah, but who did Dirk play for?
No, the Mavericks played for Dirk.
That's for real.
Who were the Dallas Mavericks before Dirk Nowitzki?
Nobody.
Brad Smith,
Donnie Nelson in a cowboy hat.
Roy Tarpley.
Roy Tarpley. What a grab.
Mark Aguirre.
Yes!
Like, come on, man.
No, he played baseball for the Cardinals.
R.I.P. Mavericks.
Yeah.
That's the way basketball go.
Well, thank you, dear listeners, for playing along on another episode of The Ranger Zone. It always means a great deal that you take the time to spend the time with us. The leftover quesadillas you took home from the restaurant last night and then found in your backseat this morning.
Gosh darn quesadilla.
You ever accidentally leave a big pot of soup in your car overnight?
Been there, done that.
Oops.
Yep.
What?
That was me last night.
As always, you can keep up with us trying to keep up with social media on Instagram, mostly Twitter, and YouTube at Ranger Zone Pod. That is at Ranger Zone Pod. We are worth a follow for the nonsense alone. And of course, you can listen to us just about anywhere you listen to your podcast. Thank you again. This has been the Ranger Zone, and I have been Robbie Belusic.
I have been Chris Green.
I have been Tony Cook.
And I am your father. That's the way the baseball go.
Would either of you gentlemen like a Werther's original hard candy?